The sentence might low-key get me cooked, but I'm actually a big fan of the right-wing part. No, sorry. I'm actually excited to play Black Ops 6. Hello people, welcome back to the channel, and we are here on Black Ops 6. First time me playing it in a bit actually, and just generally playing. Last time I played I was almost doing it as a bit of commentary. I'm just going to play Black Ops 6 as it was intended to. You know, to shoot people, to play, and then kind of jerk off and goon at the same time. Kind of how, you know, it was pre the good old days, you know. That's how it used to be for me in Black Ops 3 all the time, in that very order. Sometimes, at the same time. Why do I feel like I've got drugs? Not like just in general, which you probably would think I do drugs in real life, but I meant as in my character. He's just moving a little bit quick, and he's white, so there's no excuse of... Black Ops 7 is imminent. Black Ops 7 is coming. That wasn't a threat, although it probably sounds like it's a threat to some people. And we'll talk about how I feel about Black Ops 7 in a second. But as far as Black Ops 6 goes, I want to talk about Black Ops 6. I always say it, I actually like Black Ops 6. Maybe because I don't buy COD every year. This is going to be the first time I'm probably going to buy a COD back-to-back in about 10 years. But I actually liked Black Ops 6. Maybe because, again, it's because of that thing of... You like something when it's gone, you know, you miss it. If you buy it every year, this one wasn't hardly that much of a revolutionary like Seth Rollins. Maybe it wasn't something that, you know, elevated the game like Will Ospreay. It's the same old kind of, you know, time after time. Cindy Lauper. I'll stop with the analogies now. Sniper is dead. Move. But for me, I actually enjoyed it. For me, nothing groundbreaking, nothing that I'm going to, you know, tell my wife and kids about, you know, if that one day ever happens. Nothing that I'm going to, you know, get the grandkids and tell them around like a fire tale, like you will with Black Ops 3, like you will with the original Modern Warfare. You're going to make sure all the hoes know about that and how, you know, I used to be like, you know, the go-to guy on that. You know, that's something I put on my CV to this day. I'm not putting on my CV that I got, you know, dark matter on Black Ops 6. I fear that it probably would make me seem even more unemployed than I already am. But as far as COD goes, some stuff I think they could have done better. The skins are just...
Oh, fuck off! Get out! My eyes are bleached! Get that away from me! Get that away from me!
Look, overall I actually like this COD. We're in Nuketown right now. I think we're doing kill confirm or some shit like that. Probably a bit worrying that we're halfway through the game and I actually don't know what I'm doing. I'm just shooting anything that moves. Share some light and share some positivity on the Black Ops, and it's, you know, nothing to do with the coincidental brown envelope that they sent me saying say good things about this and then you get another one. Nothing to do with that, it's just coincidence. I'm actually thinking about replaying old CODs as well. We've got a month into COD. I'm missing a gun game, okay? Call me an American kid that has anger issues, but I just miss having a gun in my hand. I just miss shooting some hig bastards. So this is why I'm here. I just wanted to, you know, just every so in a while you get that feel, that need for speed. Oh yeah, that's another game. Sorry, let me not think about that one. Alright, let's talk about it. Carol under your bed if you want. I don't blame you. Black Ops 7. The big boogie monster. The hated trailer since Infinite Warfare. The lowest expectations the CODs had in time. And that's saying something because the expectations were low. But you asking, am I excited for Black Ops 7 would be the equivalent of me asking, are you excited to see your dad again? You don't know if that's going to happen. You don't think it's happening. You think he's left you, you think he's abandoned you, you think he doesn't care. That's kind of how I feel about Black Ops 7. What am I to be excited about? I don't even know what the game truthfully is or is going to be about. I know as much about Black Ops 7 as I do about quantum physics, and truth be told, I think quantum physics is more easier to understand nowadays than whatever Black Ops is trying to be. But look, I'll give it a shot. As I've said already, if it's anything like a Black Ops 6, it'll be alright. It'll be good for a good couple of months. And honestly, in modern gaming, is that where we've just reached the level where we're just kind of content with something being good for a couple of months? Maybe. Sad state we're in now. I think, unfortunately, with CODs in particular, it's reached that stage now where it's, as soon as the new one comes out, who really plays the old one? Or, you know, you do maybe play it, but you don't really grind the old ones again. Like, I remember when Black Ops 3 came out, of course, the game that I will give the Dunkin' Donut glaze. You know, I ride on that thing. I'm like certain people with LeBron James on it kind of thing. That's my version of it. But I remember playing that game constantly after it was not the newest COD or the second newest or the third newest. I mean, to this day, 10 years later, I still be playing that COD almost just as much as some of the newest CODs. I just don't feel like I have that with the modern warfares, Cold War, anything like that, or whatever ones they put out nowadays. Black Ops 4, Black Ops 5, Black Ops 72,662. I don't ever think to myself, you know what, I want to load that up and play that as an actual concert, like for a week. Maybe for like a one day throwback Tuesday kind of vibe, maybe. But not like on a constant thing. Never on a constant. And I think that's what will happen with Black Ops 6, unfortunately. That's why I just think it's done the job. Maybe I think of this way more highly because for me, this is the first COD I've seriously actually played. I don't even know how long, to be truth be told. Years. Genuinely years. Honestly, I'll tell you how, it was so long ago. Man United were low-key still a good team. That's how you know it's a long time ago. It's been time. So maybe that's why I'm just thinking of it more positively than most people, because I've got friends. Yes, I do have friends. I just want to start the sentence like that. But I've also got friends that don't have the same sentiment as me. When I talk quite somewhat glowingly of Black Ops 6, they just look at me and they're like, really? You okay? Like, well, we know you're not right in the head most times, but even for you, this is a bit... You sure you're good? Game not ended. There you go. Thank you. Of course, what would it be a Black Ops 6 video if we're not playing Stakeout? Death, Taxes, and Stakeout is here. What the... Yo, what in the diddy party are you... Yo, you're getting it. Hey, yo, let me help you there, buddy. Let me just let you freak it off from the back. Sorry. Yeah, I probably should just... Yeah, I don't blame you not for reviving me. Yeah, just... With this Black Ops, it's inoffensive at best and, you know, unremarkable at worst, probably. Like, nothing like revolutionary, nothing that has taken over the game. They haven't like done an NXT and they haven't took over. It kind of like, yeah, okay, you did the good stuff, alright. I'll tell you what though, my like for Black Ops 6, if you want to call it that, actually is just purely just the online, because I haven't touched the campaign and I haven't touched the zombies. Nothing against it, I just kept saying I was going to play it and then I never got around to playing it, to be fair. So that's just purely just a me thing. I think people don't mind the zombies or the campaign, but again, it's just kind of how people feel about the online. At best, it's, you know, decent. It's nothing taken over the world. It's nothing you're thinking to yourself, they have changed the game of Black Ops, they have changed the series of Call of Duty, what it is. It's just like, yeah, okay, that was good. I tell you what though, I will always have love for Stakeout. You know, if there's anything else I remember about this, it will be always Stakeout. Stakeout will live with me to the day I die. You know, your heart will go on. I'm a Celine Dion. I have a lot of time for Stakeout. I know, TikTok, ADHD, kind of brain rot kind of thing, blah blah blah. I've heard it all before. I like Stakeout, man. Mainly just for the camera grind. I mean, I don't know why I'm playing it now that I've got... Don't matter, I don't really get the point of it now. It's kind of like the equivalent of a kid going back to school after getting all A's in his GCSE. It's like, well, you can kind of leave now. You're just being a bit weird. Maybe I'm begging it here, playing it Stakeout still after getting Dark Man, but still, look, just the nice feel of it, the nice easiness of it on the eye. For me, it's a nice turn off your brain, and that's all COD is nowadays, isn't it? It's just turn off your brain, isn't it? Kind of shooter. I think that's why I wanted something like this, where I can just be numbed. I almost feel so numb that Linkin Park putting me in the band. Nothing that's gonna make me, you know, think crazy. You know, I could be playing proper serious men game like Batman, which I will be playing in a second. You know, that's proper serious gaming where it's gonna obviously be hard for me to focus, and you know, that's a proper game that takes it all out of you. But to start myself up, to warm myself up almost, playing a nice kids game like COD. And honestly, with all the skins they have, some would unironically call it a kids game, so I can hear it. I've seen that they're not transferring the skins over from Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7. I mean, that doesn't really mean that much, to be truthfully told. It just means they'll just have new skins. So what? They don't have what? Family Guy or whatever they have, or Beavis and Knobhead or something like that. It just means they'll have P. Diddy or, you know, Charles Darwin or, I don't know, fucking Mickey Mouse or some shit like that. They'll have somebody else replacing them, so it's not really all that. For me, it's not even the skins I give a shit about too much, to be truthfully honest. It's the ones that make you die in a weird animation, like a bubble effect or blown up or something. Oh, those ones, oh my god. Those ones makes me want to do some serious bodily harm that I'm not allowed to see on YouTube. I'll tell you another reason why I actually don't mind playing COD and replaying it. It's because I'm shit at games. And look, okay, can you at least act shocked, please? I'm quite bad at games. In case you've seen at least 2 of my videos, there's very few games that I'm good at, if any. COD's one of the only games I come on and actually, for the most part, technically speaking, I'm actually doing fine. For the most part, I'm actually not embarrassing myself. It feels nice, you know, like look at this just right now. Like, have I even been talking about the game? I've just been in flow state, just kind of easily playing and doing it. There's not that many games for me. I'm an old uncle now, where it, I mean, it's, you know, every single one of my actual skills does come back in, and that, you know, lets me down a little bit. But for the most part, it's pretty easy, like, especially on Stakeout as well. You can, you know, believe to myself like I'm Joe Hendry and, you know, lie to myself that I'm a good gamer. I'm not. I'm a good gay, but not a good gamer. It's unfortunately not anymore. I play all the other FPS games, and I play even other COD games. It is hard to get into. I don't know if because technically it's the most hours I put in a COD in the last year, of course. So maybe that's why I'm half decent at it. But something about this COD just feels somewhat easy for the most part. Maybe because again I'm playing Stakeout, which again you can be a 5-year-old. All you need to do is just move and then just hold R2. Like literally just play it like that. I mean, yeah, literally just let's just hold it down and just put R2 down. Let's see, hold it down and just press R2. Just hold R. Yeah, see, you got a kill there technically, or elimination. Yeah, it isn't that hard to be fair. Maybe that's why I'm gassing myself up. This is like Erling Haaland scoring like in the 4th division tier, which isn't easy for everybody. I'll explain United. But I go for Dark Matter on Black Ops 7. Oh, the grind, the effort, that is so much, man. I'm depressed and, you know, got nothing better to do with my life. But can I be asked to do the grind again? Probably, yeah, because I don't like my life, truth be told, and I need to do something to fill the hollow void of depression that I have and that we live in and that we're all going to die. Okay, cool. Apparently my character, you know, felt into that monologue just a little bit too much. I've got it for campaign as well, which just kind of seems interesting to be fair. I might actually make, you know, campaign either. It might break it or make it. Kind of make it, you know, give it a different dynamic that might actually seem interesting. Or it might just be the most jarring shit ever. But I tell you what, COD is exactly like FIFA in the sense of that they're the same thing every year and that they are literally a once a year reset button. But I can't lie to you, those first couple of weeks when you are grinding, when you do decide to commit to buying either FIFA or COD, and this year I'm buying both. But look, it's for YouTube videos and YouTube videos only, I promise, okay, please. My bank account probably is going to think I'm getting scammed right now. No, I am actually choosing to spend £120 on both of these. But when you get that first start where you're grinding, where you're trying to get the new guns, where you don't know the new meta of a FIFA or a COD, it is fun to be fair. So I think I'll enjoy the first couple of weeks. Then inevitably I will do what everybody always does, and that's just start hating on it after I enjoyed it. Because I can't enjoy anything for a long period of time. But for at least for 1 year we've got an option. We've actually got a plan B, as if I'm Triple H, you know. There's a game plan to this. If you don't like Black Ops, you've got Battlefield. Vice versa. If you don't like Battlefield, you have Black Ops. And if you don't like Battlefield and you don't like COD, well, fair enough, to be honest. You know, you're probably just not really going to enjoy that many FPS games that are coming out this year, to be truthful. This game has been on for a hot minute. We've got 90 seconds left. I didn't even realise these games could be this long, but I didn't know Stakeout could be like this, though. This was definitely not a thing. This is utter woke nonsense. What's happened to the game I loved? When I used to play, Stakeout was about every 10 seconds the map lasted. And it used to piss you off because you couldn't get your achievements done and then you wouldn't get Stakeout again. Now you got 24-hour Stakeout, then you got, you know, Stakeout this map, Stakeout that map, and you got gamers that last forever. You youngsters, you have it so easy. Back in my day, this time last year, we had to grind for it. We had to grind on that thing. I thought it was a Nottingham Carnival where I was grinding on that. And that's the only carnival I'm going to, because I'm not cool enough to go to any other ones. Right, am I in Vietnam, by the way? Somebody had to mention it. Why is there that many detonations? Do my head in. You see what I mean? Like, look at that. It's satisfying. 78 eliminations. Yeah, 73 deaths with it. And I got best players as well. But I just don't like mentioning it, man. You know what I mean? Again, mind-numbing fun. Nothing that I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to go tell everybody, oh my god, I had a crazy time. It's just like, yeah, that was actually a fun time for about half an hour. Gonna kind of carry on with my life now. Hasn't made that much of an impact on it. But nevertheless, people, if you don't want to see me play more Black Ops 6 or more FPS games, whether that be Battlefield or just replaying old Black Ops or old Call of Duties in general, then make sure you like the video if you haven't. Subscribe. We're very close to 100 subscribers. We've been really good on the subscribers, so let's not stop now anytime soon. That would be much appreciated. And I'll see you guys in a bit.